There is only one man that could have made this happen today, and that man is Tommy Robinson.
SADIQ KHAN clashes with Katie Hopkins after she publicly backs Tommy Robinson on live TV. You're not going to believe what just went down on live television. Picture this: a heated debate, broadcast across the UK, already tense with every sentence. And then, out of nowhere, Katie Hopkins throws her full support behind Tommy Robinson. And right there, in the middle of it all, SADIQ KHAN fires back, visibly frustrated, visibly shaken, and determined to get the last word. This wasn't just another TV shouting match. No, this was something bigger. Because in that single moment, three powerful forces collided: SADIQ KHAN, the mayor of London; Katie Hopkins, the outspoken commentator who's never been afraid of controversy; and Tommy Robinson, the ever-divisive figure at the heart of Britain's free speech debate. So what happened? The segment began as a discussion on protests rocking London. Robinson's recent appearances had sparked marches, countermarches, and headlines that refused to die down. Broadcasters wanted answers. Could the city manage the chaos? Were these protests proof of democracy in action, or a threat to public order? Khan entered the debate prepared, defending his decision to keep public order as his top priority. He emphasized London's diversity, its values, and his duty to protect communities from division. But then came Katie Hopkins. Midway through the exchange, she made her move. Calm, steady, and cutting through the noise, she said, "For once, I agree with Tommy Robinson. He has every right to say what he believes, whether you like it or not." The studio went silent for a beat. And then SADIQ KHAN snapped back. His voice rising, his tone sharpened. "This isn't about free speech. It's about keeping London safe. Supporting Robinson only fuels more anger and more division." And just like that, the sparks flew. Now, why does this matter? Because this wasn't just a clash of personalities, it was a raw glimpse into a deeper national conflict. On one side, Khan represents the establishment, the authority figure tasked with keeping a sprawling city safe and united. On the other, Hopkins represents a segment of Britain that feels ignored, silenced, and increasingly drawn to voices like Robinson's. When Hopkins sided with him, even briefly, it wasn't just television drama, it was political symbolism. It showed just how wide, and how dangerous, the gap has become in Britain's political conversation. The fallout was immediate. Social media lit up. One viewer tweeted, "Katie Hopkins said what millions are thinking: free speech matters." Another countered, "This is reckless. Giving Robinson a platform is like pouring petrol on a fire." Journalists, too, weighed in. A columnist in The Guardian wrote, "Hopkins' endorsement of Robinson was predictable, but seeing Khan lose his composure was the real headline." Meanwhile, a right-leaning outlet praised Hopkins for daring to say what others are too afraid to admit. It wasn't just commentary, it was tribal. Each camp digging in, each convinced the other was blind to the truth. Let's not forget the history here. Katie Hopkins has built her career on provocation. She thrives on being the outsider, the voice that says the unsayable. And Tommy Robinson, whether you call him a defender of free speech or a provocateur of unrest, has long been a lightning rod in Britain's culture wars. So when Hopkins aligned herself with him, even in that moment, it wasn't entirely surprising. What was surprising was Khan's reaction: sharp, emotional, almost personal. It showed just how deep the frustration runs at the top of London's leadership. Insiders are already whispering about the political consequences. One Labour strategist admitted privately, "This isn't the clip we wanted circulating." Khan looked rattled. Hopkins looked calm. That contrast matters. Meanwhile, voices on the right are seizing the moment. One commentator put it bluntly, "If even Katie Hopkins is siding with Robinson, it proves his message is breaking through the establishment's wall." But here's the irony. By reacting so strongly, Khan may have given the story more oxygen than it would have had otherwise. Instead of dismissing Hopkins' comments and moving on, his heated response guaranteed that this clash would dominate headlines and keep Robinson's name in the spotlight. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Clips of the moment are going viral on TikTok, Instagram, and X. Each share, each comment, each debate adds another layer to the controversy. So what's really at stake here? It's bigger than a TV spat. It's about who controls the narrative. Is London a city where free speech is championed, even when it's uncomfortable? Or is it a city where leaders step in to draw firm lines in the sand, saying, enough, when voices cross what they see as dangerous boundaries? For Khan, the challenge is enormous. He has to show strength without appearing intolerant. He has to protect public safety without being accused of silencing dissent. And now, thanks to this viral moment, he has to do it all under the glare of a national spotlight. For Hopkins, the calculation is different. Every clash makes her brand stronger. Every time she sides with someone like Robinson, she cements her place as the commentator who will say what others won't. And for Robinson, well, he hardly had to say a word. In this clash, others did the talking for him, and his name ended up at the center of the conversation anyway. So, where does this leave us? The dust is still settling. Political insiders are bracing for the next round, because this debate isn't going away. If anything, it's heating up. And the question remains, if this is what happens on live TV, what will happen the next time these worlds collide on the streets, in Parliament, or at the ballot box? Because one thing is certain, this isn't the end of the story. Not by a long shot. What happens next may be the real scandal. And the deeper question is the one nobody wants to say out loud. If even mainstream voices are starting to align with Robinson, how much further will this go?